Hello, happy birthday, Warren Smith. This is your old buddy John Shaw sending you love via video on this wonderful 24th day of August 2020. And I just want to say happy birthday to you and tell you I love you a lot. And happy birthday to Gretchen because I'm sure she's celebrating with you as well. If there was a way I could convey all of the great energy you have put into my world, my life, my heart, my mind, I would gladly do so. I think it's a prayer up to the heaven that hopefully will resonate with you as the universe provides access to that. I could probably talk for hours about what your influence in my life has been. This may or may not be an all-inclusive video. I'll try to be brief, but I'll try to be thorough. Before I forget, I'd like to say, Gretchen, I love you so much too. Every time I'm in Boulder, Colorado, I live here in Greeley, about an hour northeast of there, and I get there when I can. And I just think of you as a college student there, and how much of a great person you are, how much of fun that must have been, and all your work in the legal field. And your, all the things that you've done as a lawyer, and I know that was integral to your partnership with Warren in the Sierra Nevada World Music Festival, and I just think of how the two of you have created so much regarding the music festival. So thank you both for letting me be here today and send a video. I first met you both on April 4th, 1997, and that was a very special day for me, and one that I'll always remember because I have a poster of it. So this was the day I met you, Saturday, April 4th and April 5th with the Lee Perry experience at Maritime Hall. I believe it was his first U.S. show in 17 years. I got to make a poster after I talked to Boots into letting me do this, and I was at the table selling the posters after we'd created them with Chuck Sperry, who sends his hello and best wishes for your birthday, and you both saw the poster. I had no idea who you were and you came up and you more or less supported me in my adventure, my outing, my production, and asked me to come and work for you this summer. So this is April, and the concert would have been in June, and you allowed me to come on and be part of the production team. And that was a dream come true. I mean, that was just the best thing ever. I had been loving reggae. I, had the Songs of Freedom box set. When I moved out to Berkeley in 95, Jerry Garcia had just died 2 weeks after I got there. And that 90s reggae resurgence that was just so amazing I got to be a part of. I guess it really wasn't a resurgence, but you brought it. People brought it to Northern California. And that was just so fun for me to get to be there for that experience. And small Berkeley bands to reggae legends, Joe Higgs, Big Youth Culture, just you name it, and anyone touring would show up. But we all know that your connections were the special ones. The artists trusted you, and rightly so, because you're a fair person and a honest person and a direct person, and you knew everything. You knew how to do it, and I just got to be there to enjoy and help support you all in that. That was really cool. So the next poster, and I'm sure you see it in my office here, was the Sierra Nevada World Music Festival poster. Super fun. Wow, I got to be in charge of this at the merchandise booth in the Geodesic Dome out in Angels Camp. That was really cool too. And then just as time went by, had an opportunity to do, on and off throughout the years. It was really about Chuck Sperry's availability, and I'm sure he is the worldwide preeminent poster artist now. But he's always had a special place in his heart for all of us, and reggae and Rastafari and Jah. So a couple last posters just while I'm doing this, just because it's so much fun. This one, 2003, and Chuck stayed with the King's Mask. Was this 2003? Gosh, what year was this one? Yeah. So one of the things that I really love about this one is we want to have waves on it, and I remember that Gretchen said, "Hey John, let's put a flower in there too." And we told Chuck, "Hey, can you do a flower?" And I love these silver daisies. They're perfect. They're my daughter's favorite part of any poster I've had a chance to work on. So super fun with that. And then as time went by, I wanted to do, I think you want to do too. Let's just do a line. Let's see what Chuck can do with a line. So there we go. 2005. That one's mesmerizing as well. And then last but not least, we have the 2007. Nevada World Music Festival. This one is just takes my breath away every time. And then even I got to work with a different artist named Marco Almera a handful of years ago. I was putting these together, and I think they're buried in my printer's drawer, so I wasn't able to get those out. So, wow, I got to be part of this whole thing, and in the production office, it was always priorities and adventure. But when I started working for you and with you, you taught me so much. I had just graduated from college a year or two before, and in the production office, I remember you taught me how to do a save as in Word, and I'm a little embarrassed I didn't know how to do that in college, but I just had a word processor back in the 90s, and you were so patient and said, "Oh, here's how you do it, and here's a mail merge," and you're always willing to take a step back and get us on the same page and move ahead. And so in the production office, I mean, I loved being at that house in San Rafael. I mean, what a cool job, driving up there in the morning from Berkeley and going by the Frank Lloyd Wright Civic Center. That was amazing. The production office back in the barn or garage, whatever we wanted to call it, all the old Epiphany records. That was, I learned about that, got turned on to that, from Earl Zero to all those artists that you believed in, gave a chance, and had all their materials and shipped those out. And then it was the command center, and so we had not just the silkscreen posters, but all the amazing printed lithograph posters you did. And it was my job to go and help put those around the Bay Area at all the and beyond. Got to go to Chico, and wow, so much fun. Put those up, drop off tickets, pick up cash, bring it back to you. That was the independent ticketing system. And I met so many amazing people at all those places. At the stores, putting tickets together, talking to people about, going to the concert and stuff, and how the camping passes worked. I remember you'd get all those really cool tickets, I think from Grateful Dead ticketing, that had, all the cool metallics on them and everything like that. They were really collectible, you want to hold on to those. So that production office led to so many fun things, and we'd mail stuff out, and and going down to the post office. I was at the post office like every day mailing stuff, which again, those people were cool. Thank God for the post office, right? And additionally, the deli, that going down to get those sandwiches on that Italian bread and everything, that was always so good. So I liked being the gopher. It was fun, the reggae gopher, right? You taught me about reggae. It was a spiritual journey for all of us, and you were you were the support, you were the connector, you were the bridge builder, the peacemaker, the rule maker, which always could not have been easy. And I bet thinking about just the safety in general of people there was probably something that you were concerned about a lot. And people generally, I think, were always safe with each other, and the security team and the Dions and all those folks that we'd get done with our job and meet back at the tent and try to get to go see some music as much as we could. And that was just awesome, Warren. That was always awesome. And small stage, big stage, medium stage, dance hall, those dance hall nights. Wow, so fun. So I think I can sort of wrap up my little talk with you about something about who I am now as a guy who's in his late 40s, as a college administrator, helping people meet their academic goals and kind of recruiting them into teaching licensure programs in Colorado. I also own a pizza and beer joint here in Greeley, Colorado called Roma Pizza, a shirt. And it's covered, guess what, in concert posters. And there's a lot of reggae stuff up, and a lot of people in a pretty conservative town are kind of getting a seed that you've planted here to listen to reggae at night or to learn like you taught me. So on just one last little personal note, while I'm doing this and rambling, when I was I was in high school, and I found a book called The Art of Rock. I think you've seen it and heard of it, and I know you know all about the Bay Area and the stories you told, the earthquake, the Grateful Dead, different things that I always appreciated you visiting with me about when we had time, were amazing. And so with The Art of Rock, I would like to tell you that I bought The Art of Rock in, I think, 1989 when I was in high school. And so, you know the story here. It's all the old concert posters from the 60s and the Family Dog series and the Bill Graham series. And that was special. It was special for a few reasons. One, I loved the art, and two, my dad was an artist at Hallmark Cards his whole life, and I'm a horrible artist, and so I just loved art, but I couldn't really ever do it. So I loved that. And so then when I got to make concert posters, it was something really special for me. And my dad was always really excited about it. He'd always ask and stuff. And so in time, with ours, The Art of Modern Rock came out. And would you believe it? I think you know this already, but there it is on page 131 is, well, and guess what? I wear glasses now. I'm not wearing them right now. But on page 131-ish or something like that, we have Chuck Sperry, the guy who we started working with back then. And, right prominently in the book is our poster. And there's some more in the back, but wow. We got Smashing Pumpkins, we got Jane's Addiction, and then we got the Congos and the Abyssinians on this page, and everyone else. That was special. Very, very special. And I'd like to tell you, I don't think you know this, because it just happened recently, but Chuck Sperry released a retrospective of his work in a book. And he was kind enough to send me one. And I got it a week or so ago. I haven't had the guts or the time to really dive into it, but I looked at it this morning to prepare for this meeting because I knew, or this well-wish, because I knew that we would be in it. And we are. We are in Chuck Sperry's new book. It's hard to even lift up. But this is the entire retrospective of Chuck's career. And I just like to let you know that in here there's a Lee Scratch Perry page. Talks about Lee. And then it gets into reggae and the Sierra Nevada World Music Festival. And so for what it's worth to you, we made it into another big tome that a lot of other people would probably not see. And Chuck really never hasn't done much other reggae than with us. So I'd like to wrap it up because I know I'm rambling now. I had just such a dream come true for me in the 90s. I had a chance to work at the Maritime Hall for Boots. I had a chance to work for Chet Helms at his gallery, and I had a chance to work for you. And you are just an amazing concert promoter, mentor, person. And I learned more from you than I think any mentor or college professor that I've ever had. How to be a good person and how to communicate and how to be honest when it's hard and listen when it's necessary. And so please know that as time passes, I tell stories about you all the time to my 8-year-old daughter or my 5-year-old son. And I really think that the lessons I learned through you are wrapped in who I am as a person. And I hope to be a good person and listen and love and care. And you helped me understand that along the way and be who I am. So without taking up too much more of your time, happy birthday. Thank you for everything. I loved going to your orchard and being part of the family. You've grown an amazing orchard, Warren. And now the fruits are ripe, and we get to take part of that feast and that spreading of the future seeds for future orchards. And without Warren and Gretchen, that wouldn't have happened. So let's get back on track for summer 2021. Let's make a poster. I love you very much. Thank you all. Bye.